Chippewas will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set. First down. The give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That's a live ball.
Bro, you got it.
Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Here comes the offense on first down. To the air. It's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. The very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Coleman. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air.
He threw it straight to that nigga. What the fuck?
Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. White going to attack through the air. He's got his man.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boys, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. These corners backing off a bit. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Chippewas will hustle to the line. Back to pass. It's Griffin. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. White wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. He'll keep it himself. Dances away from one. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. These corners going to give them some space. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Nifty little dance step. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Chippewas are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Chips. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. White going to attack through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
On third down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
At midfield, he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Miami!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Concepcion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchup somewhere else.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch. All by himself down the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback moving. Throws toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back again. Sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. You could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Running toward the tape. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. White wants to throw it. Lets it fly. A full dive to haul that one in. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a space. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With your Alabama 14, Miami 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. On the ground, it's Coleman. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Canes!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Concepcion. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football. And he's like, hey, these interceptions are not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
White going to attack through the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Corner's going to give them room. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to throw on second down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside. Got the sack.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Hard-hitting tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 21, Miami.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Coming after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Here's the punt high into the air. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
White wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to
just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, Hurricane! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. He unleashes a long one. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
White going to attack through the air. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Wants to throw on second down. Looking down the middle. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here we go. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback checking the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, here in the 4th quarter, still deadlocked.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Offense set on 1st down. Defense not showing press coverage. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. First play of the first possession of OT. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Keeps the legs moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. White wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Down by a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Alabama pushing the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's the handoff. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Jordan. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to...
I fucked up when I missed that kick. That was fucking weak, bro.
And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. White going to attack through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mahomes. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Release to the back.
Wow.
Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Big ass little animation booth, whatever the fuck that was. That shit was fucking clear.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, across the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing and probably didn't. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. White wants to throw it. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Coleman. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Off he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they line up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. He lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots, so they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
Ohio State, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. This time it's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score Cal 17, Ohio State 7.
And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
I ain't got to return in a minute. Let's go.
We drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick.
Another return for the new NCAA come out.
Drawing up any better than that.
So let me just get one more return. There we go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure
He ain't
on
fumble that shit.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down.
What the fuck? Did he quit? Did my shit just lag out? What the fuck just happened? That was weak as fuck. I knew I could have got more highlights in. Wow. Fuck it. Whatever. That was fucking weak.